everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing a couple pocket page, or rather a pocket page spread. And this one was from when we went down to Disneyland to celebrate me and my husband's 15th wedding anniversary. As I'm setting out the photos that I have already printed out, I want to apologize about the left part of the screen there. When I was taping this, the sun was coming right through the window and it was hard to see the screen that I was taping in. So I apologize, but let's continue on. Right now I've got all my photos out. I've got all my cards picked out. At this point in the process, I am picking out some embellishments to go on my pages. I've picked out that chipboard piece from the Up Story Kit from Ellie Edwards, and I went ahead and I'm going to add it underneath the digital brush that I put onto the photo. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that star that I have on my title card. It's not really a title card, but I did want something right there in that spot. And the card actually says celebrate, and the piece that I'm putting on now is an acrylic piece from Color Cast Designs, and it says magic. And so I thought those two went really well together. And I think I am going to put one of those clear stickers above the word magic right there on my title card. And it says, "We are here." I want to talk about the color scheme a little bit. As you can see, there is a bunch of blues in all of the photos. And then there's also a little bit of red and pink. And so that's kind of where the color scheme came about. And I am gluing on my embellishments right now. I have that rubber piece that says "You and Me," and that one's from I believe the Bond Story Kit. And I just added it onto the photo of me and my husband that I had one of the kids take. At the time, we still had our annual passes to Disneyland, and we used to go all the time, a couple times a month. And this particular day was so fun because we just didn't have an agenda, didn't have a schedule. We just kind of went with the flow and didn't worry about how many rides we were going to get done. And we had snacks, and it was just a great day. So right now I am working on that journaling card that says "The Biggest Laugh." And what I want to put on that card is a little story about how we took a video on Mater's Jamboree on that ride. And so I am spelling out ride, although I'm going to cut down that J to make an I. And then I'm also going to add some embellishments there at the bottom. And you'll see I took the card and I put my journaling on with my printer. And now I'm ready to put my embellishments on now that my journaling is on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put everything together. And also I'm going to add the date onto... Oh, actually, never mind. I'm going to add some stars. Yeah, from the roller date stamp from Simple Stories. They have a Say Cheese roller stamp. So I just added a couple of stars on there with the stamp. And then I can go ahead and put that chipboard piece on there. The last thing I need to do is put the letters on to spell out ride. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I've gone ahead and put my journaling onto some of those 3x4 cards so I can go ahead and get them embellished. And I'm going to work on the one that has the little 2x2 photo of Maddie holding up my phone. And I took that photo because I want to remember how we would kill time waiting in the lines. And the kids love to play charades on my phone. And you'll see a lot of people at the park doing the same thing, but there's an app that you can get and you just hold it up to your head and then the other people can help you try to guess the word. I'm not going to try to embellish that card right now. I'm going to move on to the one that has the square photo. I'm not sure if anyone else can tell what we were trying to do, but we were trying to do a 1 and a 5 to represent how many years we've been married. So I took that photo and I'm going to add a little bit of journaling and also the numbers 15 onto the side of that card there. I'm just trying to figure out placement for my embellishments here and where I want to add in my journaling. Sometimes in the beginning when I'm trying to figure all this out, it takes me a little while to find the embellishments that I want and then figure out the right placement. So I've picked out, or I'm looking through one of my drawers here, and this one has some of my miscellaneous embellishments. And I'm just going to go through here, see what I can find. I'm going to end up with that little chipboard arrow there on that 3x4 card. And then I'm also going to add in a little red star sticker. I'm going to go ahead and put a clear sticker on that hooray card. I thought it would be nice if I added it in the middle there and then looked for a star to go on top for a little bit of embellishment. I'm looking through my stars. I keep all my stars together in one container, so when I need a star I can just grab the whole thing and they're all right there together. And now I've decided that I need to do a little bit of rearranging of the photos because just to balance it out a little bit better. There was a couple dark photos that were too close together. I'm going to go ahead and add in the date because I haven't added the date anywhere. So I grab my date stamp and I'm going to put it on to that hooray card there down at the bottom. I've only got a few cards left to finish up, and one of them is this card that I'm going to add the 15 to. I didn't like the small black numbers, so I'm going to replace them with these blue thicker ones. Once I get the numbers on, then I can go from there on figuring out where I want my journaling and if I want to add another embellishment on here. I'm going to go with a word strip and I'm going to put it under the 15, and then that leaves some room for my journaling. I've gone ahead and printed out my journaling onto the card. So now it's ready to put together. So I'm going to glue my photo on and finish assembling this card. I'm going to now put my word strip on, and then my numbers are going to go on top there. I've got my numbers on, and there is this kind of weird space in between the photo and the 15. And I want to put something in there, so I grab one of these clear stars and put it underneath the numbers. The last thing that I want to do on this card is I'm going to put a stamp on the bottom where my journaling is, and I decide to go with the word love, and I'm going to stamp it in red. It just gives it that little pop of color, and that card is done. Here's a little close-up for you. Now, I was thinking that this spread doesn't really scream out Disney, and that's fine. So I grab my little Mickey ear enamel dots that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can add a couple here and there around my spread. So I play around with a few things. I'm going to add that black one onto the laugh card. And I think I add one more somewhere. Maybe it's a little bit later. And as you can see, I added some journaling onto that afternoon card. And now I'm just taking one last look, making sure everything's straight and I don't need to add anything else. And I'm going to call this one done, guys. Thanks so much for coming and watching my videos, all the thumbs ups and the comments, and all you subscribers out there. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And here are a couple close-up photos. Thanks, guys. See you next time.